Covenant kids, we have something quite different for you today. Every week for the past bunch of weeks, you have watched us online and you've seen us do different things, but what you see is normally what's at the front. We're going to show you a little bit of the behind the scenes stuff today. This is real time as we're doing this. We got an extra camera set up. I don't know if that's working there, Daniel, or not. Daniel's in charge of what you guys are actually going to see, and hopefully I won't mess it up. So we got an extra camera. We don't normally have this one set up. But at the back, if you remember, those of you who have been here, you used to come in the back door and just kind of open at the back, and off to your right-hand side, there was a sound booth. Well, we still have that sound booth, still with the computer and soundboard in it, but there's a little bit of plexiglass here to protect the people that are in it. And so this morning we have Micah over on the computer, and that computer is what sends all the song lyrics and all the videos that we use come through that computer. And then all of the sound comes through that soundboard and ultimately through a computer that Jer is running. He's our sound tech. He's got the headphones on, ready to go. And all of that doesn't actually send anything to you. That all comes through, try not to unplug, this new booth we have over here that Daniel is in. And so Daniel is operating some cameras. There's one that we just got installed up under the TV there. It's actually looking at you right now, looking at me, looking down. And then there's another camera that we now have on a tripod right there. And that gets a wide shot. And then Daniel uses, sorry about the camera angle, he uses this controller over there. That operates the camera that turns and zooms and does all that kind of stuff. And then this other little box that's beside him, that is what switches the different cameras and receives the signal from the computer and then sends it through the internet, and that comes out. And then Jared gets to see some of that and make some final audio tweaks before it comes to you. So that's some of the magic that goes on behind the scenes. Now, I'm not just showing you that to show you what goes on behind the scenes. Being able to see what happens behind the scenes is a great reminder that as we live our life, we can only see a little part of it. There's a whole bunch more that's going on that we don't understand. And some of that is what I would say is in the physical world, like parents know stuff that you don't know, and they understand things that you don't know, and sometimes they just ask you to trust them, that they're working things to help for good for you. You know, when you don't want to go to bed, things like that. They're like, no, there's stuff happening that you need to understand. This is good for you right now. But more importantly, there's stuff that happens that God is doing work that we don't understand. Paul, the Apostle Paul, he's one of the guys who wrote a bunch of letters in the Bible. He actually said that he describes us seeing through like a dirty window or like a foggy mirror where we can't quite make sense of things or we don't understand it, but God understands it and he knows what he's doing. And the great part is that no matter what's going on, even when there's problems and struggles that are genuinely problems and struggles, God says that he works things out for our good if we love him and we're willing to follow him. You know, I can tell you that Sunday mornings, things don't always go perfectly behind the scenes. Sometimes there's struggles and these guys are running around trying to make things happen, but they're working to make it work out good, even when there's problems. And God promises that same thing for us too, that he's working behind the scenes to work things out for our good if we will trust him and lean into him. So I hope that's an encouragement to you, and I hope it was fun for you to see kind of what's going on behind the scenes. I'm going to throw it back to Brent, who's going to pray for us, and then you have a Zoom class.